Throughout the centuries, man has fashioned eating utensils out of various metals. The 1840s saw the invention of silver plating over inexpensive base metals. Sterling silver and silver plate remained the norm until the early 1950s, when stainless steel flatware made its debut. Stainless steel flatware is durable and, unlike silver plate, doesn't dull, tarnish, or wear off. This flatware starts out as thick wire called coil. To make knives, the coil goes into a heading machine that cuts pieces to blade length, then forms them into blank shapes with a head at one end. This bolster, as it's called, will connect the blade to the knife handle. A furnace softens the metal for the final shaping in a forging press. 3 dies progressively forge the shape and trim off the excess metal. After grinding the end of the bolster flat, the next machine welds on the tang, which fits inside the knife handle. Now an automated grinding wheel tapers the blade thinner at the front. A second grinding wheel scallops the front edge. This is the knife's serration. The thicker back end gives the blade strength to withstand the pressure you apply when cutting food. For the knife handles, the factory uses stainless steel with a higher nickel content. It has greater corrosion resistance and is easier to form, which is critical, given that handles often feature very intricate designs. Handles, too, start out as coil that goes through a series of dies. Each finished piece is half a handle. A spot welding machine tacks the 2 halves together, forming a handle shell. To fuse the halves completely, this machine cuts a piece of copper-based wire and drops it inside the hollow handle. A furnace melts the wire so that it flows into the crevice between the 2 halves, soldering the seam thoroughly. An edging machine grinds the solder line until it blends in with the surrounding stainless steel. Workers pour liquid cement into the center of a carousel on which they mount 50 handles at a time. As the carousel spins, the centrifugal force shoots the cement outward, filling the handle cavities. Then workers insert a blade into each one. A 10-minute soak in hot water cures the cement. Workers scrub off any excess cement that oozed out. On the spoon line, a press cuts stainless steel into paintbrush-shaped pieces. Then heavy rollers stretch those pieces out, thinning the end that'll become the spoon's bowl. A trim press then cuts the spoon's profile. Next, a machine called a coining press punches the pattern into the handle, then forms the bowl to its rounded shape. Forks go through the same steps as spoons, then into a press that cuts the tines in 2 stages. A support bar keeps the tines from moving, while a coining press puts a slight bend in them. The next machine slices off that bar and stacks the finished forks. The last stop for all the flatware is the buffing equipment. Cloth wheels polish the surface with liquid buffing compound until the steel shines. The casual patterns are now ready for packaging. The more formal ones get dressed up, with full or partial plating in silver or gold.